I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. My co-host from the podcast Political Beatdown, Michael Cohen, just gave an epic takedown of his trolls. You know, Michael Cohen is now expected to testify next week in the New York Attorney General civil fraud case. I believe the precise date of his testimony is going to be on Tuesday. You're hearing it here first on the MeidasTouch Network, and it is anticipated Donald Trump is going to show up there. And will he try to intimidate Michael Cohen? I don't know, but Michael Cohen is ready. He's got a message for his trolls. It is pitch perfect. So Michael Cohen first will be doing the message for his trolls, and then as part of the clip I'm about to show, he talks about the unflappable New York Attorney General Letitia James, how well she knows this case, and how Michael Cohen is ready to go, ready to testify against Donald Trump. Michael Cohen, take it away.
And by the way, to some of these MAGA assholes that happen to be out there right now, trying to troll our show, you don't belong here. All right. You truly don't belong here. And I say that because you don't want to know the truth. I don't mind if you have an animus for me. I truly don't. What I do mind is when you want to listen to the fucker Carlsons or the Sean Hannitys or the Donald Trumps or the Jim Bag Jordans or the Marjorie Toilet Greens, and you want to accept their word as the gospel. It is not. None of them tell the truth. They are all absolute fucking liars. All you need to do is learn to read. All right. And if you don't know how to read, go to audiobook and get the book Revenge. So that way I'm sure you could hear unless you're deaf, right? And if that's possible, if that, no problem, we'll get you a book in Braille. I don't care. Know the facts, because that's what the MeidasTouch Network is all about. That's what Political Beatdown, but with me and Ben, it's all about. It's the truth, raw and unfiltered. You may not like the way we speak. You're certainly me. You may not like the way that I say things, couch things, but I don't give a shit. Don't you understand that? I don't give a shit. And the more that you think that you're attacking me, all you're doing is you're promoting me. You understand how foolish that you are? I will continue to the day I die to ensure that every single person knows the truth of what happened. I was never in Prague. Right. Well, my big lie, the number of times that I claimed to have talked to Donald about the failed Trump Tower Moscow real estate project, I said 3. The real answer was 10. You think that that's stopping anyone from using me as a key witness? You listening to me, you dumbass? A key witness? Yeah, right. A key witness. And you know what? Only you and the other MAGA morons think that by saying what you're saying, that I can't be trusted. Every single thing that I have said has turned out to be accurate, truthful. It was stated by the Mueller team, stated by everyone thereafter. Yeah, I supported Donald. You know who else did? 69,999,999 other people did. I too fell for the bullshit until I realized no more, that this man wants to destroy our democracy. So if you actually care about this country, I don't care whether you like me or not, know the facts. Facts matter. And that's all you're ever going to get from us here on Political Beatdown. And that's all you're ever going to get on the MeidasTouch Network. You very rarely have anybody like Tish James, and that's why I always refer to her as our unsinkable Attorney General. She knows this case. Let me be very clear about it. Her prosecutors know this case. They know exactly what they have, and what they have is going to be a civil conviction. And as I have stated early on, and I like the fact on how she even wrote the complaint, which is a baseline of $250 million. The disgorgement is going to be substantially greater than $250 million when you start to tack on interest and principal and fines. All of this is going to get pulled into one gigantic number. And again, I believe that that number will even exceed 600 million. I think it'll maybe even get into the sevens, which is devastating because Trump's liquidity is not strong enough in order to handle this type of fine. And you look, let me be clear about this. The second that he loses, we all know what the lawyers are doing. They're running off to the appellate court, but it doesn't make a difference because it's a period of time before which the appellate court ends up rejecting the determination by Judge Engoron, since this is a bench trial based upon damages. That's all that this is going to be about. This is a damages case, and it's a damages case that's determined by Judge Engoron, who happens to so far, have been very, very fair to both sides and really taking full and total control over his courtroom. So good for him. I hope he, I hope he does the same thing when I'm on the stand. The funny thing is I didn't really get a chance to finish early on when I said that, obviously I need to go in for this procedure and so on. And I have now pushed that procedure off so that I could ensure that in, relatively short order that I will be able to testify. So all of these assholes that want to sit there and be, oh, you're afraid to face Donald and so on. No. And instead of trying to play, I can't go because of health issues and so on, I'm actually putting my own health issues to the side so that I can make myself available and testify, because my testimony is vital. And it's, again, one of the reasons I believe that Tish James, has now mentioned my name on a multiple of occasions during these press announcements. And for that, I am truly thankful for her for the acknowledgement, because I certainly haven't gotten anything other than that from anybody.
She mentioned next week in the press conference, insinuating that you would be testifying next week. Is that the case? Do we know the date of when?
So I don't. And it's a great question, Ben. I don't have it. When I do get it, obviously I'll let everybody know. My hope is that it does not interfere in our 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 2:30 to 3:30 Pacific. 1:30 to 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. My hope is that it does not, interfere with either. But clearly, if you have been watching what's been going on, cross-examination by Trump counsel, they have had basically every single witness on that stand for at least 2 days between direct and cross. My hope is that they don't plan on doing the same to me, though, of course, that's wishful thinking. So I do have to be physically and mentally in the right place in order to put in 24 hours or so onto the stand, listening to the bullshit of folks like Alina Habba or Chris Kise or whatever the other guy's name is again, Cliff Robert, to sit and to listen, to their stupidity. And obviously I have no interest in allowing them to, get off track. And I'm certain that neither do the prosecutors. So I am putting my own health on the line so that I can ensure that I'm there. So if in fact that it does, Ben, clearly we'll send out messages to all of you, our brigaders. But regardless, no matter what time I get home, half hour after that, I have every intention of jumping on here with our brigade, with all of our brigaders, and you, Ben, and on being on this Meidas network and sharing with you the experiences of the day firsthand. That will be invaluable.
Man, I really enjoy hosting Political Beatdown with Michael Cohen. By the way, if you want to support Political Beatdown, you can check us out at patreon.com/politicalbeatdown, patreon.com/politicalbeatdown. Thank you so much for watching. Cohen's the best. Hit subscribe.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.